Hi guys, Minelab Gold here. Back out to the Hole of Gold area, day 29. Just wanted to head down to that section further down that way. It's an area that I haven't swung the detector over yet. Basically, I've worked down here, working in sections, in lines, all across that way. Hopefully down in this new section I can hit some nice targets. When I first arrived here, or whenever I arrive at an area, I always sit back, have a drink, relax a little bit, take in the atmosphere. It's just great to be out here, nice and peaceful surroundings, and feeling, you know, fortunate enough to be able to get out and swing a detector. And you think about all those people that aren't fortunate enough that, you know, they may have a disability or for any circumstance really. So yeah, just feeling really grateful that we can do this every day that we get out. It means a lot. So I'll just have a drink and get the detector going and head down that way. If I get any targets, I'll film them for you and show you what we can find. Hi guys, I came walking down to this spot. As I walked down through that area just over there, I hit a couple of rust targets. First I'll show you what the target sounds like, and I'll just plug in the external. It's somewhere out here, I won't miss it. It's noticeable enough. If I wasn't overlapping the coil, I wouldn't hit it. And going too fast, obviously you're going to miss it. If it was any deeper, like maybe an inch deeper, definitely wouldn't hit it. But having the coil on the ground, so what I'll do, I'll scrape that and we'll get that one out. Just get rid of that overburden and leaves and that on the top. See how thick that material is too, that's all the stuff that's dropped off the trees over the years. So I'll get that back to the dirt. What's that? That stuff is about 2 inches thick. Roughly in the top area there, so I'll probably need to just scrape that stuff there away. And just using the front of the coil, just where the windings go around on the coil, not the centre. That's the centre there. So it's not real big and it's not too deep. Another thing that's good to do as well, I'll just show you, is probably could have pinpointed that better, just so I'm scraping less area. But what I'll do is scrape the top material away first. That way you've got a nice clean base, so where you scrape your target to, you're not working on stuff like that. Otherwise the target could fall down in there and it'll take you longer to find it. You'll still find it, but it's just a good practice. So then once you've got your dirt out that's got the target in, and then you find the target, then you put your dirt back in, and then this stuff here you just scrape back on the top of it, and that way you can leave it looking almost like it was before you found the target. It's only sitting on the top of that compost. So it must have been just in that very top layer. That's in there now. Somewhere inside here. Hopefully that's gold in there. Just bust it out, see what it is. Got a good feeling it might be gold. And that is, there's gold coming out the side. And that's a specimen too. Check that out. That's bloody awesome. I can just see the gold coming out the side. And that was, what's that? 2 inches below that leaf matter. And then maybe an inch into the top. It's going to look really good cleaned up. Let's see if I can get a better shot for you. I'll just unplug this. See the gold coming out there? That looks really good. It's going to be beautiful cleaned up. It's only small, but it's still gold. And I'll take it no matter what the size is, as we always say. So now, before I finish the clip this there, can't express it enough to all the prospectors out there, people that get into the hobby, clean your tracks afterwards, fill your holes back in every single time, even if it's a big piece of rust. If you don't, and the more people that don't clean up after themselves, it just makes it look bad for everyone in the hobby that does the right thing. If you end up having a area that's got too many holes that aren't filled back in, they can pretty much close down the area for good, and that'll wreck it for everyone. So make sure you fill your holes back in. You don't want anyone else to know that you've been there, especially the more holes there are, the more people might think that there's gold. So if you can clean your own tracks, fill your holes back in, it stops other detector operators knowing as well, because if they see that there's a certain amount of holes, they can assume that there's gold there and they'll hunt your grounds. So make sure you clean your holes, guys. I wanted to show you, if your machine's not running stable with too much chatter, how easy it would be to not even find targets like this. So I'll turn the RX up. So you can hear now we're running pretty unstable. Not extreme, but I'll balance there for you. It's in balance, so it's not going to change anything. It's still going to run unstable. So as we come across, so you can't really pick anything as a signal with that instability on the machine. I'll go back and make it stable. RX back to 10. Stabilizer back to 8. See, that's a slight, very slight little bit of instability coming through there. I could take it back to 9 and that would probably get rid of that, but now hear that? Sorry guys, another fly. I hate them. Hear that? It's just enough to, without that instability and a lot of chatter, now we can pick that noise up. If you're going through like this, same as any time, always make sure that you're covering the grounds as much as you can. That there makes you want to inspect it, so you come back to it. Alright, we'll scrape it up and see what it is. Looks like we've got some gravels there. And it was very small, but that's out now. Bloody small, whatever it is. So, I'm on the back here. That's a challenge, I tell you. Some of these small targets can be real tricky. What's it there? It's gold. Well, that was a tricky one. It's only really small. Just over 0.1 I reckon on that. Let's see if I can get it in the scoop and clean it up a bit and show you. I'll keep it in the sun. Just over there is where we got that first piece, the specimen type piece of gold. And I've worked through that section and we got that second piece just there. Basically I've drawn a line from there through to here and I'm working through that section, kicking out the sticks and the leaves as I continue through, creating windows and just pushing it as I come through to get closer to the ground. And then try to, when you're working the ground, try to pick yourselves points to work to. So what I've done is pick that section, a line right up through there, because I hit that first piece of gold there, second piece there, and I'm coming right through this area here. Notice as I came through there's a pile of smaller classified material there, and then this stuff's a little bit larger. And I've hit a target just here. That's just a little slug out of the slug gun. Alright guys, came across another target here. Thought I'd get the camera going. I've only got one bar on the battery, so I started to dig the hole just to get closer to the target so I can show you the response. That's the stuff that came from the top, then the dirt from above the target. It seems to be in the front section here. I'll plug the external in and at the front of the coil. So down about 6 inches now. As quick as possible. I'll set the camera here. That's a good sign, still in there. Fell out, something heavy. Probably just a piece of lead. I think that's gold. Yeah, that's gold. Oh, cool. It's a nice looking piece. I'll just unplug this. It's not big, but it's still gold. Because focus on that. It's probably, I don't know, 0.5, half a gram. Wow, that's cool. That was about 6 inches down in that one. You can see that the depth there. So what I'll do, I'll check in and around that hole a bit more and fill that back in. A lot of people, when they first start detecting, they'll take the easy route, which is across that pile, and they'll continue down that way. Obviously I'm going to search that pile no matter what, but what it pays to do is, it doesn't look like much, but you can see that stick there, and then that material sitting on top will stop you from getting as close as you can to the surface. I'll plug the external in, hopefully we can get this on film, get all that stuff out of the way. So that way you've got a nice clear base through that section. It's only small, but with that other stuff on there before, we couldn't even hear it. So I'll quickly try and get this one out. Could just be a piece of rust, but if we had taken the easy route, we would have missed it just by taking that extra bit of showing that extra little bit of initiative. Can often find gold. So just on the edge there. Just getting a little bit of interference there on that angle. So that was just a piece of rust, but still that just shows you that we would have missed that target, but moving that stuff there just goes to show you how you can find targets. Target on just here, battery's almost dead, so we'll try and get this one real quick. I'll plug in the external speaker. The sound is a very loud signal. So what's that? You can hear that roughly 8 inches off the ground, but as I've come in, it was very loud. So we'll get that out real quick and see what it is. So I've got rid of the stuff off the top, and then the first scrape was about 1 inch. Just trying to save the battery power to get these targets out so we can get them on film. It's a big chunk of compacted clay. That's like the material that where I found the hole of gold as well. That's out now. I think it might be a piece of lead. Not that one, it's this one. I think that's just a piece of lead, guys. Yeah, it's pretty well hit something in the ground, you can see it. Yeah, oh well, that's my piece of lead and no one else's. Sun's gone down behind the mountains over there, so it's not too far and I'll be heading home. What's that, 3 pieces in about 3 hours. I didn't get out here till 4:30 PM today. So I'd just like to give a shout out to the boys on the Prospecting Australia forum. Keep up the hard work, guys, and also the subscribers and people that are watching the videos on YouTube, thanks very much. Hopefully soon I'll be doing some lead up to opening up new windows to find gold, just to help those that struggle in finding areas, how to go about it, what research to do to better your odds. And also I might do a few videos on just some general techniques with using the detector as well, just to help any of the newcomers or beginners. Not so much for the people that know how to use them, but who knows, it might even help some that think they know their machine when they don't really know it as well as they should. So